Well, hello, everyone. My name is Michelle Mras, and I wanted to get on real quick and give a testimony about Ruby Ribbon. Now, here's the thing. I really didn't like bras from the get-go, but I was quite, let me start over. Here's the thing. I was diagnosed with breast cancer about 3.5, 4 years ago. And why I found Ruby Ribbon is, well, beforehand, I was having a lot of chest pain, and I thought it was my bra. And my doctor said, well, your bra is, messing with you, and it's digging into your sides, and, maybe you should find a better fitting bra. Well, I tried many, many sizes. I was a double D, and it just wasn't really working for me. And then I found Ruby Ribbon. Now, it was perfect timing because I was in a lot of pain, right? Well, long story short, I was told I have breast cancer. And when we were doing all this, we thought that I have no breast cancer in my family, so it was really confusing on how it happened. And what we found was that I was having trauma in my breast from it. And what happened with all this is I had all these ruby ribbons. I had 3 ruby ribbon camis, and I'm like, I'll never be able to wear them again because they cut my breasts off, right? So it's like, oh my gosh. Well, when I got my double mastectomy, what we ended up doing is they give you, if you don't know this, they give you prosthetic breast if you don't get reconstructed. And I had my prosthetics, and so what I ended up doing is I would put them into the cami, and they would hold me, and I looked what I thought was, I looked normal. No one even knew I lost my breast because of Ruby Ribbon. That's number one. Here's the second thing. After my surgery, they cut me and they scraped all fatty tissue from my torso, from my neck down and around my sides. And so I couldn't wear clothes, and it hurt every time anything touched me. But what I found with the Ruby Ribbon is that it gave me a compression. It held my body together so that normal movement in my clothing wasn't hurting me. So Ruby Ribbon became not just a substitute for bras at the beginning, but it ended up being almost like a hug that held me together post-surgery. Now, I have huge scars across my chest, and Ruby Ribbon was my comfort zone. It was what I used in order to hold me together, more than physically, but mentally. You see, when they scraped me, that killed all nerve endings, really, is what it did. It stopped all nerve endings. So it was like it hurt, but Ruby Ribbon held me together so it didn't hurt. And then it also helped me feel like I could feel. So without the sensation of my skin on the outside, I could feel the pain against my muscle structure. And it gave me a hug. It comforted me. And afterwards, 6 months later, when I got rebuilt, I got new boobs. I don't need bras. But what I did with those is with the camisoles, is wearing those camis, they made me feel like a woman again. And being an international speaker, oh, I didn't tell you that's what I do. I'm an international speaker. So I'm a speaker, I'm a coach, I'm a trainer, and I'm an author, and I'm a podcaster. And I do a lot of outside things. I'm usually on stage and things of that nature. And so what I found was with all my weight loss journey through this cancer journey, my clothes were changing dramatically. Well, in a normal situation with a bra, I would have had to keep buying new bras. The cami condensed with me, and it saved me not a ton of money. It saved me a ton of money on bras, but it was my release. It was really the most amazing product I've ever had. And so now with my new boobs, I don't even need a bra. I wear them even more. Why? Because the smoothing effect of the clothing on me with the cami. So I've transitioned from wearing camis to like the full slips, because on stage I have a perfect silhouette no matter what I'm wearing. And that, ladies, is diamond. Why? Because when you feel good, you walk good, you speak well, it gives you a confidence that you could never get with a bra. And I'm serious about that because I've seen both sides of it. I freaking love Ruby Ribbon because of what it's done for me mentally and physically. And if you ever see me on stage, if you go to my YouTube page and look up michellemras.com, you can find speeches and talks that I've done throughout the years, and you could see how my clothing changed on me. It was beyond my weight. It was a confidence build that I needed in a time where I was wondering if I even looked like a woman anymore, or if people could tell that I was going through this dramatic weight loss. And it was beautiful, and it still is beautiful. I know when I take stage that I look good, and that my lines look good, and that I am me. So if you're questioning, if you're wondering, what will this cami do for you? Well, one of the things is confidence. Second thing, you look good. Sorry, looking good is really cool. But it's just a wonderful, wonderful product that stands by their brand. And for those of you who aren't able to get fitted in person, I didn't have anyone come in and fit me, I think the second or third time. And when I guessed my size and I put this thing on, I said, that doesn't fit right. There's a little package, you put it right back in and they send you the next size. It's a wonderful company that works really well with their customers. So even if you haven't been fitted, you get your basic measurements, I can guarantee you they're going to fit just fine, and you're going to love how you feel in them. So I wanted to share that little bit of my journey through learning about the camis and losing my breasts and still finding confidence in the end. And to this day, I still wear them because I feel good. I feel powerful. And I encourage you to try them on because you'll never go back to a bra again. But I encourage you have to have at least two, because you'll wear one and you're like, I don't want to ever put on another bra. You need another one so you can rinse it and hang it up. Oh, I didn't tell you that bit. As a speaker, I'm on stage from 8 in the morning to 6 p.m. And what's cool about these camis is I wear them all day. They're wicking. So basically, if I'm sweating under hot lights, I don't have to worry about it because it feels good. I just rinse them off, hang them over the counter in the hotel room or whatever, and I put on the next one. By the next day, they're dry and I'm using again. So best product ever. Thank you so much for introducing me to these Ruby Ribbon camis and now the slips, because I'm addicted. And if you ever want to know more, just reach out to me. I will share. I am an open book. And thank you so much for listening or watching. And if you're on the fence and you're wondering, should you try them? Try them. Because it would be the best investment you could possibly ever do for your own body, your own self-esteem, and to be the best version of you unapologetically. And so next time, reach out to me. Find me on my YouTube page. Watch some of those videos of me on stage. It's amazing how good, and how confident I am with Ruby Ribbon. Thank you so much, and I hope to hear from some of you. Bye-bye.